So I know I've argued with, I think, a couple of you about this before. So get ready to throw hands.
Oh no.
You're not ready for my argument on this. This is my personal unpopular opinion, and it's that Frozen 2 is a bad movie.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Frozen
No.
2 is
How
awful.
dare you say
No.
that?
Welcome back to another installment of the High School Perspective. Thanks to Ryan for the intro and outro music in this video. Today's topic of discussion is unpopular opinions and controversial opinions. So this can go down a lot of different ways, and there's like a lot of different topics I feel like that need to be covered. So there might be a part 2 for this, but maybe with a different group of people. This is a very new group of people. None of you guys have been on this before, so go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Okay. I'm Belle. I'm a redhead.
I'm Viv.
Oh,
sorry.
No. Go ahead.
I'm
Go
Viv,
ahead.
and I'm Vietnamese. I'm Lily, and I have the fattest ass here. Oh wait, shit, we can't curse. Oh, shit. Okay. Hi. I'm Lily, and I'm Portuguese. I guess. Is that what we're doing? Ethnicities?
Yeah, thank you.
So Belle says she's a redhead.
I feel like that was very important.
Oh.
This is also the first time I've had all girls on this show, so congratulations on being the first episode with all girls. That's pretty exciting. I've had a lot of people tell me that I need to do all girls, which I guess is an unpopular opinion in a way, but that's not one that we're going to be talking about. Like I said, the topic is unpopular opinions. This is going to be ranging from anywhere from like food all the way down to like movies. So I guess we'll start with food and more specifically condiments, because a lot of people, they have like their favorite condiments, and then a lot of people have their most hated condiments. The first one is ranch is good. You guys agree?
Yes.
That's wrong.
Yes.
That is so wrong.
I completely disagree.
Lily, you don't like anything that's like white and creamy.
Oh, yeah, because everything that's white and creamy is disgusting. Like, how can you dip like carrots?
Ranch is so good.
That's disgusting.
It's
That's
gross,
literally so
man.
disgusting.
Okay. Pizza
Ew.
and ranch.
No, that is a white people thing to do, and I don't even do that. So that's awful. The worst thing I've ever heard, Belle.
I hate it.
You're just wrong. I hate this already.
Wait, why don't you? So why don't you guys like ranch, or why do you side with your side?
To be fair, I tried ranch I tried ranch once in my life, and I thought it was the worst thing in the world, so I never like had it again. It's just like I just don't get it. Like it's just gross.
I would completely agree with you.
I can't even stand like watching people eat it. It's so gross.
Yeah, it's one of the worst condiments, I think. And it shouldn't even be like I don't know. I don't like it at all, as much as I don't like, well, I guess we'll get to that in a bit. But Belle, why do you like ranch?
Okay, ranch, it's just like good. Like you like try it like your vegetables, and you like okay, you have a carrot, right? You're just gonna eat the carrot, like you're not gonna dip it in anything.
Yes.
You just eat carrots.
What are you gonna dip it in? Other than ranch, what other condiments are gonna?
But why do we have to dip food into condiments all the time? Like carrots are
because sauces make food. Sauces make food. What is food without a sauce?
So are you expecting me to dip my sushi into ranch and then call it a day? Like
No, because rice and ranch are like disgusting things ever. Like together.
But pizza and ranch is okay?
Yeah, cheese and ranch.
Yeah, I don't know. Everyone in elementary school always dipped their pizza in ranch, and I was just like, I don't know how you do that.
Yeah, I remember that. It was awful.
It's bad.
Yeah, I do that.
The only other thing I have on the only other thing I like pair with my pizza is salad. Like that's the only other thing I'll. Is that?
Why can't y'all just eat pizza and call it a day?
Yeah.
Like, why do you have like all these side dishes and everything? That's so complicated.
Well, while we're on the topic of pizza, let's do. Well, let's go to this one. Is pineapple does pineapple belong on pizza?
No.
Yes.
It
Yes, it
doesn't.
does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes,
100%.
it
It does.
does.
100%.
It does.
Yes. The flavor is so immaculate. Pineapple on pizza.
Facts.
This is my favorite kind of pizza, first of all.
Me
It's
too.
like-
Yeah, isn't it smack?
It's the best.
Every
so
time you
good.
order
Like
pizza, you're like,
Hawaiian-
can I get a
Hawaiian
pineapple
style?
pizza?
What do you put on your pizza then?
I put like olives and like Italian sausage and mushrooms and bell peppers.
Oh, that's kind of fancy though. I don't
That's
like
like-
sausage at all.
That's like
Some of us
everything.
are
Everything
pescatarian
that
in
you
this
just
household.
said is like everything I would not want on my pizza. Like
Most
I'm
people
not even
put like
joking. That's gross.
corn on their pizza. That is
That
disgusting.
I draw the line.
This next one is not related to food. What do you guys think of boys shaving their heads during quarantine?
I think it's
Okay,
awful.
this is happening. This is happening. Like,
I think it's so awful.
Doesn't
Like-
suit people.
like going bald.
Yeah. I've seen
like-
someone do it and it doesn't look good.
It's all over TikTok now, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I
Mm.
personally like boys with like longer hair anyway. So it's like every time, even when they like tell me they're gonna get a haircut, I'm like, why? And it just, I don't know, because I don't know. I don't think I've ever been attracted to any guy that's had like a buzz cut ever in my life. Like I just can't.
Damn.
Kind of facts though.
Wow.
I mean, sometimes it's all about the hair.
Yeah, it really
Hair adds a lot
is.
to appearance.
It
It
does.
does.
Is my hair okay?
Yeah.
Your hair is
My
very
mom's
good.
good. I like your hair, like to be
I am-
honest.
Thank you.
You should shave your
Right.
head.
Actually, I haven't been trying recently, to be honest. You want me to what?
What? Nothing.
Do you? I feel
No,
like
I like it
shave
that
my head,
way.
I have like a
I like
big
it
ass bump.
exactly that length.
Yeah,
Really?
just leave your hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Duly noted. So that's like the only, I guess, TikTok trend, unpopular opinion that I was able to find in that amount of time. But let's move on to like shows and movies, I guess, because there's a lot of these that I haven't seen, and there's a lot that I have seen that like I like, and maybe some like you guys don't like. Let's start with shows. This first one is Friends is overrated.
I like Friends.
I
I
like
mean,
Friends.
I'm not like in love with Friends, but like it's cool.
I think that The Office is more overrated than
Yeah.
Friends.
That was gonna be my
Yeah.
next one. That was gonna be my next one.
Well, there you go. That's my opinion.
So the thing is that like I don't think I've seen enough of each one to like have a strong opinion about either, because I definitely haven't seen The Office as much as people have told me to. I've seen probably a season of Friends, but from what I've seen, it's just like any other like show, really. I guess I don't know. I don't get like all the hype, especially now. Like it's been like brought back from the dead. I'm not sure why, but I don't know. I need to watch more, I guess. Yeah, I don't.
Well,
know.
I grew up with Friends. Like my parents would watch it, so I grew up like loving that show. For The Office, for me, I tried to watch like a season of it, and it just like wasn't. It just was like weird and awkward, and I get like that's supposed to be the humor, but it's just. I just don't think it's like funny. There was one episode that was like kind of funny, but it was also like kind of racist at the same time. So I didn't like. I was just like. Like I don't know. It was funny though. Like it was a good episode, but then other than that, I haven't seen anything from The Office that I like.
Yeah, for me, I've rewatched Friends like 5 times, but it's off of Netflix now, so I can't really do that anymore. But it's a pretty good show compared to The Office, because I tried to sit through like 2 episodes and I just couldn't do it. It was too awkward.
Yeah. The Office gets like awkward to the point where it's like I just feel awkward, and so like I have to like switch it up, because it's I like The Office though, and I like Friends. You know, they're both good, but yeah, I don't see like the super hype in either.
Mhm.
There's just like there's just other sitcoms.
This next one is a very large movie series. Some people, well, today. It has a special date, not when it's being uploaded. This one is Star Wars is overrated.
I've never seen it.
You've, ne-
Oh
you've
no,
never
you can't
seen
say
Star
that. I mean, honestly, I
Oh,
didn't
wow.
get into Star Wars until I saw Adam Driver be Kylo Ren, and then I started watching it because Kylo Ren is, well, not Kylo Ren, but Adam Driver's like my soulmate, so I was like, ooh, like Star Wars. But even watching it still, I was just like, I was only there for Adam. Like otherwise I would never like sit down and watch those movies. I don't get it. Like,
I haven't watched it like in order. I've watched like the more recent ones, but I didn't really know what was going on because I haven't watched the ones before. But yeah, Adam Driver.
Actually,
Adam
yeah.
Remember that
I've
scene
seen
in
one.
the one Star Wars movie where he's like shirtless and then he has like high-waisted like black pants and he's
and that meme?
yeah.
The meme with like the huge chest. How can
Yeah,
you be
yeah.
attracted to that?
He's so fine, dude.
Like a wall. Okay, for all the actual Star Wars fans that are watching this, I'm gonna give you like a fan's answer because these three have literally no idea what they're talking about. Star Wars for me was ruined after Episode 7, aka the one where Kylo Ren joins, but not because of Kylo Ren. It's because of the actual plot. I said not because of Kylo Ren. Lily, calm down. Oh my god. It's not because of Kylo Ren. It's because of the plot. Star Wars was ruined for me after Episode 7 came out, and it basically copied the exact same plot points of Episode 4. You have these heroes that nobody knows about. You know, one doesn't know that they're like a Jedi or whatever, right? Or that they can like use the Force. And then they team up with like other people and they travel, and they go on this big journey. And basically, and there's like new droids and everything. Basically, it's the exact same plot that Episode 4 has, and that annoyed me so much because you have like it's like the same villain, and then like they're trying to go retrieve something, and I don't know, but that ruined it for me. But I think to say that Star Wars is overrated is wrong because of just how far like Star Wars has come as like an entire saga. Like the first, like the episodes that came out after, like the prequel episodes, like 1, 2, and 3, those ones are terrible. Or actually, well, 3 is really good. 1 and 2 are terrible. Anything between like 3 and 6 is enjoyable, and I think that's really all you need to know. Also, Rogue One is good. The Solo movie was okay. I wouldn't watch it again, but besides that, yeah, 1 and 2 were just bad, and then anything after 7 was just like decent. But I hated number 7. Yeah, sorry, that's my big rant on Star Wars.
No, go
No, it's
ahead.
okay.
Yeah, I just wanted
I
to
like
get
it.
this next one. Doesn't have to do with movies or TV shows. This is a video game that is very popular, and it's been an ongoing video game. I guess it is kind of a TV show, but it's more known as a video game. Is Pokemon overrated?
Here's the thing. People use overrated like for like a bad way of saying popular. Like if something's
that's
popular doesn't mean it's overrated. It's just popular. So like
Yeah.
Pokemon is just like I don't know, I just think it's just like hella popular, but like it's not I don't know. I don't think it's overrated.
No, I hate the whole culture of like if something's popular then it's like immediately overrated or basic. So it's like liking Billie Eilish is basic or blah, like and it's just like it's so toxic because it's just like it's popular for a reason. Like a lot of people like it, obviously. So you shouldn't hate on it just because something's popular, you know?
Yeah.
And that's on that.
Yeah, I've never gotten into Pokemon either, but I don't think it's overrated. I mean, yeah, it's really popular, but I don't think most people think it's overrated.
So I know I've argued with I think a couple of you about this before. So get ready to throw hands.
Oh no.
You're not ready for my argument on this. This is my personal unpopular opinion, and it's that Frozen 2 is a bad movie.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Frozen
No.
2 is
How
awful.
dare you say
No.
that?
It was such a
No.
good movie, dude.
Please explain why.
Okay, the soundtrack from the soundtrack, okay, to like the animation and Olaf, that whole like big scene where he's explaining Frozen 1, like that's iconic. Like nothing can top that. That was like cinematic, like this was just like the peak right there. That's all I gotta say.
Okay.
I saw it. I thought it was really good. I cried. Not my favorite Disney movie, but I think it's like I don't think it's terrible. Like
It's
the
definitely not
soundtrack was
terrible.
bomb. You know, I thought it was. I don't know. I thought it was a good movie. I don't think it should be like. I don't know, Will. Why do you hate Frozen 2
Yeah,
so
why do you
much?
hate
Yeah,
Frozen 2?
explain to us why you hate it so much. Like, why is it such a bad movie to you?
Well, yes, I have a very thought out argument for this because I knew that it'd be something that was either going to be slightly agreed upon with me, but obviously not for you guys, or completely disagreed, which is exactly what you guys did. Can you guys name 3 songs from that movie?
Yeah.
By name?
Look at Viv's face. Viv's face said it all. She said, "Oh, the soundtrack
Listen,
was really good."
those songs
Because,
were really good, but like, I don't remember the names.
there you go.
Because
You don't
they
remember?
don't say the name of the song in the movie. Like, there's not like a subtitle that
That's
says
true.
"now playing blank." Like,
Every Disney song has the song title in the chorus.
yeah, but like, I don't remember.
Okay, there's like the
Just
one
because I
where
don't
it's like
remember it
the
doesn't mean it wasn't good.
like that
Yeah,
one.
That's not even a
Into the
song.
Unknown. Into the Unknown.
Yeah. Into the Unknown.
Okay.
Then there's the one with Kristoff.
Oh,
The
yes, the
romantic
one with
ballad.
Christoph. The one with
No,
Christoph.
it's
The one where he was like
Kristoff
sad and like on his knees.
Yeah, go
Yeah,
on.
he's like singing
That
for like
one?
5 minutes, like with reindeer and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. It was like the longest song ever.
Yeah, that one. I mean, and then there was that one where Anna was singing, and she was like, I don't even know. It was like the
Oh
very
yeah, in the
beginning.
beginning.
She was like, I thought that song was cute. I really liked that one.
She was on the
But I don't
blanket with
remember what it's
like
called.
Olaf or something.
So basically, let me just go over what you guys have said. You guys have said Into the Unknown, this
Yes.
song, and that song.
Okay.
I
There you
think
go.
Kristoff's
That's
song
my
is
argument.
literally.
We painted the picture for you of like where the song
Yeah.
was.
Well, let me continue with my argument because I'm definitely not done. The plot is just awful. The plot is terrible because here's why. You have the whole like they're gonna like save like the village, right, from like the whole like the ruins or whatever. Why the hell is some random? Dan, don't interrupt me because I'm gonna like I'm literally about to pop off. Why the hell is some like random spiritual thing calling for Elsa? And also, why is she finding this out when she's like beyond like her teen years? Like, if she was gonna find out that she was like an ice like princess, like in the beginning of Frozen 1, she should have found out that she was a spirit as well. She shouldn't have found that out in Frozen 2. So when they go on this whole journey, once again we have the repeated plot point of Elsa running off and then Anna chasing after her. We already know that, and they do that the entire movie. The only thing that were good about Frozen 2 were Olaf and the reindeer. Sven. Because
Let me stop you right there.
hang on. No.
Let me
I'm
stop
still
you right
going. I'm still
there,
going. I'm
because-
still going. Sven.
No,
Or no, not Sven. Sven was cool.
Oh, okay.
Kristoff. Okay, and let me just explain. Okay, Kristoff was terrible. Okay, all he did was try to propose to Anna the entire time. He was the worst character in this entire movie, and I was so sad because he was one of my favorite characters in the first movie. So
It's a kids
you have
movie.
Kristoff, and he was bad. The little fire spirit dragon, he was terrible because that's literally just a copy of Pascal from Tangled, and you cannot do my boy Pascal like that. So
They're the
he's
same
gone.
universe though.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
What
Did you
is
not
this-
see that
They
theory
are.
that was like Rapunzel and Elsa are like twins? I mean, no, not twins, cousins. Like, have you not seen that theory?
This just
Rapunzel,
helps
you
my
can even
argument
see
more.
her. She was in the first movie. You could see
Yeah.
her walking into Elsa's castle. So it is the same
Going to
universe.
the coronation thing. So
Mhm.
Also, Will, that random voice that was calling to Elsa, that was her mother who died. That's not
Yeah.
just some random voice.
It
You
was
know?
a random voice. It was a random voice for about 3/4 of the movie.
that was
That's
the
how all
mystery.
things are.
That's
It was
the
a mystery.
suspense.
That's
Yeah,
the
but
whole
that's not gonna
point.
save
That's like
the
whole
village.
plot. She's like,
That's
why
not
is
gonna
this
save
random
the
voice
entire
calling out
town.
to me?
If
Oh,
she
She's just
follows-
answering her mother's voice. Like she
Nah.
wasn't.
Yeah, she's like, oh, there's something like calling me. I should probably go to it. And then she did, and then it ended up being her mom.
Which
who
is exactly the
died.
same. Which is exactly the same plot as Frozen 1. She runs away, and Anna chases her again, and they get in a fight, and they bicker. The only thing that's different is that the side characters are worse, except for Olaf and Sven.
No, but
Okay.
Elsa
The
ran
rock
away
people weren't
because
even in this one. They were in like the very beginning of the movie, and that was it. They
They
were like the
were
best.
in this one.
They were in this one.
I just said that. I said that they were at the beginning, and that was it. No, but oh my god, they were bad.
Also, your Kristoff thing. Okay, yeah, he was trying to propose to Anna maybe because he is in love with her, and like, I don't know, obstacles just kept getting in his way. Like, you can't blame him for trying to marry the woman that he is in love with.
What obstacles were getting in the way?
Every time he tried to talk
Every
to her,
time.
something
Yeah,
interrupted.
it was-
Literally
yeah.
every
Yeah.
time.
No, it was just Anna going after Elsa every single time. There were
Yeah,
no
that's
obstacles.
an
That's the
interruption.
That's
That
the
is not an
obstacle.
obstacle.
Being
If
a
that's an
crackhead.
obstacle, if that is an obstacle, then Kristoff is just a pussy, really. Because like, if he can't just chase after her and say, "No, I'm being serious. You got to listen to me for like 2
That's
seconds."
her
Okay,
sister.
Did
That
you
could have been it,
see
and then
the
they could have
movie?
done
Did
this
you even
together.
watch the
I
movie?
don't think you like really understood that movie because I
Yeah,
like
because every time that Kristoff tried to propose to Anna, something like legit happened where he's like, "Oh,
yeah,
I
with
can't."
her sister, her blood sister that she's really close with. Like, you can't expect her to be like, hold on, Elsa, with your situation that you're going through. I have to talk to my boyfriend. Like, that's her own sister, and she was like doing important stuff. It's not like Elsa was like, can you help me do the laundry? She was like fighting off the forest was on fire. Like, what do you want Kristoff to do? Be like, hey, while this forest is on fire, I'm just gonna propose. Like, that's just not, So I if you don't like the movie, that's one thing, but you are speaking about stuff that you don't understand because, like, you're saying this isn't that, and that's why you hate it, but it's wrong. Like, it's just like it's
How
not
is
even
that wrong?
It's just
You're so you're saying that Kristoff was like equally like important in this movie than he was in the first Frozen?
That is not what I said. I just
No.
said that I
You're
don't
basically
think, like,
saying that like he had like an equal part in this movie than he did in Frozen 1 because
But that's not what I
she's
said,
just-
though.
because-
I know why you're bashing on him for like
no,
trying to marry the
no.
woman that he loves.
Nah, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
She's
there
just saying
shouldn't-
that like Kristoff he tried to propose and he kept getting interrupted. Like, I'm not saying like he was as equal, but like it was still a moving factor in
Yeah,
the
and they got
movie.
married at the end of the movie. So,
Oh, great.
Yeah.
oh,
So you're hating on marriage now? Is that what's going on?
Oh my
shoot.
God.
Oh.
It's like he's never settling down.
Well, we kind of nope. Anyways,
You guys want to move on?
I am.
Sure.
I got a lot off my chest. Do you guys agree with anything that I said? Just
For
say
Frozen?
yes.
No, it was a good ass movie.
No, it was really
Very-
good.
it
I'm
was
not gonna
very
lie.
good.
It
All
was
of my
pretty
points
good.
made sense, and you guys couldn't back up any of the points that I argued with. So, like,
I feel like you just took too much time
You're
on
wrong
like
on like
reviewing.
almost all of your points. Like, you're like, oh well, it was the
I
same
said
plot, but like
okay.
it wasn't. It wasn't the same plot at all. It was more Frozen 2 is more of like their backstory, and like them like revisiting it. And Frozen 1 was just Elsa like wanted to hide her powers because that's what she was taught her whole life. And then she got scared and ran away. Like she wasn't running away to like in Frozen 2, she wasn't running away just to be running away. She was like doing it for an actual like purpose, And also that random voice thing, that's so weird that you would say that.
It was a random voice for 3/4 of the movie. Nobody knew what it was.
Because
We were
that's the whole
supposed to
point.
not know what it was.
Okay, but who realistically runs away to follow a random voice?
No one. This
voice
is
that
a
is in
Disney
your head
movie.
Oh my
This is a
God.
Disney
20
movie.
seconds.
If
It
this
has
was
to be
not a
somewhat
Disney movie,
realistic.
No. Okay.
I don't know.
One's a
Well,
Disney
okay,
movie.
If it was like if it had actual words, then yes, that would make sense. Or if there was
if
like
it
some
supposed to be
gravitational pull.
realistic, Elsa wouldn't have ice powers.
it was a
Like, no
spiritual
one was
gravitational pull, okay?
Yeah.
She
obviously
felt it in her
something.
soul that she had to go after that boy.
So you're,
Did you
And
not
look,
listen to
telling
the
me,
if she
lyrics?
didn't go after that boy, she wouldn't have known that it was her mom.
so you're telling
Yeah.
me if you're a Disney princess and someone starts yodeling at you from a distance, you're gonna go follow it?
Yes.
Well,
Yes,
No,
if
you're
it keeps
not.
calling for
Then
me, yeah.
If it keeps bugging me, I'm gonna go get it. If it keeps bugging me, I'm gonna go tell it to shut up.
If I
No,
feel
if it
like
keeps
it's
bugging you,
important
you
in
see
my
a
gut,
doctor.
yeah.
No, it was like she was ignoring that sound for like the longest time too, and then she couldn't take it
Yeah.
anymore.
No, she
Wow.
wasn't. No, she
Yeah.
wasn't.
Oh my god.
Yes, she
No,
was. At the
five
beginning of the
it's
movie,
unknown.
she heard it like 6,000 times, and she was just like,
She's like,
But, like-
I can hear you, but I won't. That's the first lyrics of the song. Like, she's like, I don't want nothing to
Yes,
do
the
with
song.
you.
The song titled what? The song titled what?
Into the unknown.
Into the
Yeah.
unknown.
And what is the other song title called? Exactly. No one knows. There you go. We're moving
was-
on. All right. This next one is Minecraft is overrated.
Yeah.
Fall, yeah, I would say false. Like, it's a good but,
Hang on.
like, sometimes
Hang on. Belle said true. Belle said true. Why?
No, I didn't say true. I just said eh.
And
Like
why?
I play it sometimes. Like it's so bored so easily.
Yeah, that's valid. I get bored pretty easily too, but also like I play it a lot and it's really relaxing. So it's a good game, but overrated, maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
That's very interesting because wow, I don't know. How do you get bored in Minecraft? There's a lot that you can do in Minecraft. I feel like.
Well, I kind of just like dig straight down. And then like
different modes in Minecraft too, right? There's like different modes in Minecraft.
Don't you have to like pay for those though?
No.
oh.
Oh. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wow.
It's okay. Like it's a good game. That's all I have to say. It's a good game.
Interesting.
Play it often.
I'm still stuck on this thing because
It's just kind of boring. Like, you know,
It's
there's not a
just-
lot of action.
I can see how it would get boring.
how is it boring though? There's like literally there's so much to do.
Honestly, the only thing you really do in that game is like build.
Yeah.
And you
And so if you don't like to build and craft, then like it's
Yeah, if you're not
Pointless.
creative, then
And-
like
and-
no, like people aren't just gonna like that game.
you can also destroy stuff and like
I do
Well,
like
yeah.
doing that. I like destroying stuff.
you can also I'm sure you're pretty good at that based on your
It's
experience.
just not really like action filled unless you're playing like survival. You know,
Yeah. I
And
like
even
killing
then, it's kinda
things.
like,
Unless
like
you're fighting different bosses and those bosses have like powers that can like kill you, then yeah, there's definitely
Bosses?
bosses.
Like what?
oh,
Like
well,
the
see that
witch
I didn't know that.
and like the Ender
Dragon.
and like the
Okay. Oh yeah, okay.
How do you kill an ender dragon?
you have to go to the end. It's like a function of the game.
The nether world or whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Okay, you guys can't talk because you're not. Yeah,
We're not true Minecraft fans.
you're not true Minecraft
Guys.
turds, not fans. I think turds.
Oh my god.
Minecrafters. Oh
Well,
my.
Minecraft players. So this one is not exactly an unpopular opinion, but it's kind of just like a wonder, and I think I don't know because it's hard to believe that people, right, like people on Earth, are not the only like living like things along with like other animals on Earth. So the opinion is aliens do not exist. Would you agree with this or would you disagree with this?
I I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think
How about this?
so.
Well, what is your guys' opinion on other life out there?
I mean, it could exist. Like, we don't really know what's out there, so I don't know.
Yeah, like space is hella big. Like you don't know. Like I don't know, you just can't know. I mean, it'd be cool, you know. I mean, I just wouldn't want them to like take over the world, but like they trying to be like homies, like that'd be pretty cool. But like,
I don't know about all that. I don't think they exist. Like, to be honest, I really don't. Like, I know space is big or whatever, but I'm really thinking about it, and I'm like, I feel like if there was aliens, they would have been here by now, you know, or they would have we would have had some sign of them by now. But there's like no like evidence, like at all. Like I've seen that.
yeah,
That's true, but then you have to think about how, like someone said, how big space is and how we don't have the technology to see that far or to go that far. Like we can't even go like as far as like the edge of our own galaxy. So being that there's like trillions of galaxies out there, and that I think personally that we're like all living in a multiverse. There has to be life out there, in some spectrum of this entire universe. I feel like just the amount of like, I don't know, because I watched this one video in science and it was like, like the whole like how big are we like really, and it was like it was showing like stars and how they kept getting like bigger and bigger and bigger, and then it showed like galaxies, and then it didn't continue counting by like feet and yards and all that. It was like light years at one point. So if you travel like 1 light year, you hit another galaxy. And then if you keep traveling like, 10 and like 100 and 1,000, and eventually you got up to like, like trillions of light years. Like there's just so many like, and that all makes up like one universe. So then you have like things like a multiverse that may or may not exist. Because I don't know if really there's like an edge of this universe. It's probably like a big loop or something, but there's got to be other life out there at some point. I don't know. I find it very hard to believe that we are the only living creatures and that Earth was somehow like the only planet like created with like all this life. So that's just my opinion, but I don't know. I had one that was kind of related to music. I don't know who wrote this. I found it on Twitter, I'm pretty sure. Someone wrote, Beyoncé isn't the queen.
I agree with that.
Oh, really?
Honestly.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
She's good, but she's not like queen.
Like there are like for each category, I feel like there's like one person that outshines like everybody. So I feel like Ariana Grande, like that's like queen of like pop or whatever, and then like you have queen of rap, which is supposed to be Nicki Minaj, I guess. But like Beyonce, I don't even know like what her music is. Like I listened to like a couple of her songs and they're good, but like I don't know I don't know if they're supposed to be pop or like R&B, and it's like like I only know like maybe like 4 of her songs, and they're like the most popular ones. I've never listened to her on my own time.
I feel like she kind of fell off. Like I feel like a while ago everyone was listening to her and she was like really popular, but now she kind of just
No, I used to listen to her a lot when I was a kid, but she doesn't really come out with anything that I'm like, ooh,
I don't listen to enough Beyonce to have a great opinion about this, but I do know that there's a lot of other great female artists out there that are not Beyonce, and to single out one person as the queen, I feel like is a bit of a stretch, but it's kind of her motto, I guess. So you can't really argue with someone's motto, I guess, because it's what they've come up with or it's what their brand has come up with. Because she has labels like Queen Bee, and I feel like that's been a recurring theme now for her, and that other people know her as that for a while. So I guess, but to say that, like, if you were gonna say that someone was like the queen of music, you'd rather want to think of it as a nickname and not as like she's better than everybody else. So that's how I've always felt.
Yeah.
Oh God. This must have been written a while ago. This is also a Twitter, or someone had tweeted this out a while ago. I don't know how long, but The Hunger Games is dumb and overrated.
The first one was good. The first one was really good. Then I stopped caring about it after. That's like there.
The books are like
the
amazing.
Books are good. The books are so good.
I like the books. Like the movies are just like, you have to talk about the movies and the books separate. Like the movies are like okay, like I don't see how it's overrated though, because I don't really think it's even that popular.
Yeah, I don't remember I don't remember it being popular. Like I don't think it's overrated at all. I just think it's kind of dumb. Like like the movies, like I'm like The books are really good.
Yeah, the books were good.
I never read
the books are underrated.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned.
I never read or watched any of the movies or the books, I mean.
Oh wow. That's surprising.
You're not missing out. It's like
the only thing I've seen from the movie is Rue's death scene.
Oh
yeah,
my God.
That seems so sad.
Deaths are pretty tragic. I mean, these are like kids that you're putting in there and you're making them like fight and for what? Like, I don't know. I just think
Yeah.
it's really stupid, and like it's just like really government run, and I hate like movies about the government. So
Well, yeah,
it's like,
if you break it down, it gets incredibly political, and people don't realize that. Like, especially
yeah,
that watch this because it's like a PG-13 movie. If you're gonna make this a rated R movie, you could obviously get more into like the politics of it and why they're separated, like how they became separated, and like I guess like how like their economy went from like you separate like the coal miners and in District 12 and like everybody else in like their own districts. And then you have obviously the capital, which is like the whole like supreme or whatever that's like ruling over everybody. So if Hunger Games is made into a rated R movie, that's I feel like the direction that they would go rather than like all like the blood and the gory stuff because when you get into episodes 3 and 4, that's exactly the point that they're trying to make, that
Yeah.
like all the districts need to come together to ban against the capital, because it's no longer about the Hunger Games because there weren't any Hunger Games in those last 2 movies. But yeah, if it was just going to be for the first one, the rated R thing, there'd definitely be more blood. There'd be more over exaggerated killing because PG-13. I don't think they're allowed. I'm pretty sure they're not allowed to show like actual like someone getting like cut in the throat or like someone getting like shot. They like cut the thing like right before. Like for Rue's death, for example, right? Like when what's his face threw the spear, they didn't show the spear striking her. They showed Katniss hitting the dude with an arrow instead, which is a lot less, I guess, gory and yeah, I don't know. But for the original question, I don't think it's dumb, but I think it has its weak points, and I feel like that's the reason why this was written. But obviously, I don't know if they're talking about the whole series or just one book or the movies, or so I can't really make a just opinion. But I've seen all the movies. I haven't read all the books. This one was made for specifically people that are cancers. I don't know if you guys have any relation to cancers in like the whole astrology world or anything, but the world of the signs and zodiacs. So this one is soda is disgusting.
So
soda.
that is gross.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like Coke and like Pepsi and stuff.
It just says soda. I mean,
Just like soda.
soda in general, yeah.
I like soda. Like it's not my favorite. Like I prefer like juice and like other stuff, but like it's not like terrible.
Yeah, I think it's gross.
Really?
Yeah. I like grew up not liking any kind of soda because like when I was young, like I drank like Coke for the first time and I just like barfed it all up. And so like just never drank Coke like again. And so every time like I drink it, like it just tastes bad. And so like I kind of like developed like with all sodas, like the only soda I'll like ever drink if I do is Sprite.
I love Sprite. Sprite's so good. Do you not drink like ginger ale like when you're sick?
If I have to, like if I'm sick, then yeah, I'll drink it. But it's like same thing, like you like take medicine when you're sick and it tastes gross. Like I don't like it, but it helps.
Oh, I like ginger ale, so I drink that by the gallon when I'm sick. I love ginger ale.
I mean, I'll drink it if it's like given to me, but like I won't willingly just like buy it and then drink it. Because I don't really like carbonated things, to be honest.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh, I do. I love carbonated stuff. So I drink like LaCroix instead of like actual water. It's like,
Oh, really?
yeah, I love carbonated because like I'm always like I get nauseous really easily, so like carbonated stuff like helps my stomach, like it makes it feel better.
God. I guess I've never had a problem with soda, but it's always been like a thing that I wouldn't choose over other drinks. I guess well, I would actually sometimes if it was like in the house and there were like plenty of cans of it. When I was a lot younger, I remember I used to have like, or I still do have like a very fast metabolism. So like I'll constantly like be eating or drinking, and like I wouldn't gain weight, I wouldn't lose weight, or maybe in some cases I would lose weight because of the things I was drinking. But there was a time in middle school where my dad's fridge was like stocked with like just soda of like Sunkist or whatever, and I would drink like so many of those a day. Sorry, mom. But yeah, so many of those, and I would get like, it'd be so bad. Like my teeth would get like whatever the color of the soda was. It was gross, but I got no cavities from it. Very lucky.
All the sodas, the Sunkist.
I know. Well, because it was the closest thing to Fanta when Fanta ran out.
Fanta still. Or you drink like orange soda?
Orange soda, and then like the
The
red,
grape.
the reds. And
Oh my god.
yeah. This last one is also a controversial drink, which can be paired with a lot of different things. More specifically, chocolate or chocolate cookies, chocolate chip cookies. Milk
No.
is good.
Nope.
Yes.
No, it is not.
What type
Yes.
of milk though?
Wait, what type of milk are we talking about here?
Not the healthy kind of milk, like 2% milk.
Oh.
And
Like cow milk?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't do cow milk.
you don't do cow.
Almond milk
Cow milk
Soy
is good.
milk? Are superior. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I love almond milk and I drink soy milk for days, but regular milk is so gross.
Really?
Unless it's like chocolate or like strawberry, then I can't drink it.
Wow, I'm surprised.
I think it's pretty good. I like milk.
I just
Milk
don't
milk is
understand
good.
how you could like sit down with a meal and go, you know what would be good with this? Milk. Like that's just disgusting to
No,
me.
you don't drink it like with like meals. Like you just like
My
you
dad
have it
does.
like with your like.
I love milk.
He like eats dinner and he drinks milk with it. And I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, I don't like milk.
No, I've always liked milk. Milk is good. It's really good for your teeth. It's good for like your.
I know it's good
all that.
for you, but it's gross.
It's good. I don't know. I don't care what you say. There will be
Also,
sometimes where like I'll
poor
eat.
cows.
This is what I'll do. Right, I'll eat like half a bag, not a half a bag, maybe like a quarter of a bag of hot Cheetos, and then like I'll eat chocolate chip cookies like right after, and then after all of that, I'll pour myself a glass of milk and down that, and it like cleans like.
That's awful.
Why is that awful? It's,
Mix hot Cheetos with milk.
Cheetos, milk,
Cheetos and
and
milk.
cookies.
if you eat hot Cheetos, you have to have milk because that like saves you.
From what?
So you're saying that hot Cheetos are too spicy?
No, I'm saying that like, well, for me now, yes, because there was an instance where like I got like cuts on my tongue, so now like I'm more sensitive to spice. So I'm more sensitive to it now. So like the like extreme hot Cheetos, I don't eat those. I just eat like the regular
I
one.
love those. So they're
But
so
like
crazy.
the regular ones, like if I have like too many of them, like I'll start to like sweat and stuff. So I need milk there, like to calm like my
Why
whole.
don't you just drink water or like eat
Because
bread?
water spreads spiciness. And
Does it
why would I
really?
just have- Why would I just
Does
have
it really?
bread? That's
Yeah,
so.
water makes spiciness worse.
It doesn't for
Um,
me. I ate like really bad spicy ramen and it made me sick, but then I drank water and I was like fine.
Okay.
Or
well,
like I drink
sick.
soda too and it was like fine.
If you got sick from that, then you drank water. Then that makes sense because water is like naturally, it's like more.
Well, yeah, but like also like my mouth was like burning and then after I drank water it like stopped.
That doesn't make any sense because when you're sick, you're not supposed to drink milk. You drink like fluids like water and juice.
I wouldn't drink milk either way. Milk is disgusting.
Oh my god, no, it's not.
Plus it's bad because like
It's
I
not
don't know.
bad.
Cows.
For the cows. The
If
cows.
the cows don't get milked, they'll explode.
Thank you guys for joining me on Unpopular Opinions, an episode filled with a lot of disagreement, and I don't know. It was a weird one. I feel like it was a good discussion, but there were a lot of things that like we're definitely going to be talking about after this that is not going to be recorded. I hope that this was able to, I guess, help us learn a little bit more about each other and what we like and dislike, and hopefully we don't come out worse people from this because of some of the things that were said. But yeah, thank you guys very much. I really appreciate it. And yeah, first girl episode. I think it was a success. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in a bit.